What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to Therapist Logan Reacts. Today we got another one for you. We are running it back to the Two Kids room. I want to shout out everybody who saw my vlog with BTS. It was a super fun time. You guys are supporting that so well. I want to thank you guys so much. That's awesome. You guys have been blowing that up. So if you haven't seen that, go watch that now. It's just, a really cool video that I put some time and effort into. So I really hope you guys like it. I'm going to try to do more stuff like that. I have a few more concerts coming up. Before we jump right into the video, I want to shout everybody out, shout all the subscribers, shout out all the support. We hit 4,000 subscribers. That is awesome. That is amazing. I never thought that we could build something. I mean, I just never thought I would be like kind of in this like thing. I just started Therapist Logan Reacts, trying to start a cool community, and a lot of you individuals who keep watching me and are supporting me, I just can't thank you all enough. It's really cool to see what we're growing here. I love that you support and are in tune with therapeutics, modalities and therapy, and just embracing mental health, and just seeing how many people really take care of themselves, and are at least trying to, in just really difficult time to really take care of themselves. It's a beautiful moment. It's a beautiful time, and I love sharing this space with you and creating a space for all of us in a community that feels safe, that we can talk about certain things. You guys can share information, and we can just learn more and progress together. I really love that, and I really think that's super important. So thank you all so much for the support. We're at 4,015 currently. We're going to try to run it up. We're going to try to get to, again, I want to try to get to 10,000 by the end of this year. By 2027, January 1st, I'm trying to be at 10,000. I know we got a decent amount to go, but I think with all the support and everybody who's been commenting, liking, sharing, I think we can do it. So thank you also for the support. Let's keep it running up. Today we are doing episode 3 of the Stray Kids Two Kids room. Let's jump right into it and give a therapist breakdown. I will continue to pause as many individuals have commented. I'm going to fix my light real quick. It's a little bit dark on my end. I want it a little bit lighter. All right, let's do it. All right, let's start it up. It looks like we got Lee Know and Hyunjin. Lee Know and Hyunjin.
여린 애가 아닐까. 가장 사나워 보이겠지만 가장 여린 애 같아요.
리노야, 항상 옆에 있었으면 좋겠고 참 많은 힘이 됐어. 잘할게.
We'll do better is a big statement.
이야, 리노 형이 달랑달랑 피어싱을 끼고 다녔을 때가 있었구나.
응, 황현진이다. 뭐야, 이게 나야?
모르겠어요. 제가 알고 있는 게 전부인지도 모르겠고, 리노 형은 그 약간 베일에 쌓인 사람이다 보니까 제가 그 형의 100%를 안.
All right, so we got Hyunjin with the short, kind of cool, ruffled hair. He kind of reminds me of RM from BTS a little bit. Got the little bit of hoop earring, jean jacket, kind of sleeker look. Looks like he takes care of. Again, I mean, I know they all take care of their skin and stuff, but seems to really take note to his appearance. So yeah.
보다는 제 100%를 리노 형이 아는 느낌.
뭐 현진이에 대해 100% 안다고 장담할 수 없지만 그래도 한 1% 정도는 제가 알고 있지 않나. 뭐 때문에 이걸 입었었더라. 이거 화보.
형 언제냐 다?
I love how they always open up with photos from their past too. Like, it allows them again just to kind of go down memory lane and just really reflect. Reflection is one of my favorite things as a therapist. It can be such a great tool. Reflection is so important, but it can be difficult sometimes because it really triggers the ego in reflecting on taking accountability and how I've made mistakes in the past. It can really trigger a lot of regrets that individuals have, but it's really important if you're able to learn reflection in a constructive way. You can really reflect in many different things of every experience you've kind of ever had and realize that they've all influenced you to be the person you are today, both good and bad. Every experience you've had has led you to this exact moment, has actually led you to click on my YouTube video as you're doing right now and watching it fully through, which is kind of a cool thing, but it just makes up for who we are and what we've done, you know. Again, our experiences, our traumas, they don't define us, but they are impactful in who we are. And to say that they don't impact us is just not truthful. And that's very, very imperative to my therapeutic modalities and therapeutic philosophy. But I do really love the reflection on this part because it just allows them, because we go through so many different things and it's so hard to put like memories to them. So having pictures is just so important. And I just love that they can do that because you can see their general reaction.
와, 옛날에 들장미 소년. 와, 이야, 우리 생각보다 진짜 세월 많이 지났다. 옛날에는 우리 둘 다 성격이 살짝 이렇게 불같았거든요. 근데 지금은 그냥 그러려니 하는 성격이 좀 됐다 보니까 그냥 대화가 좀 잘 되는 것 같아요. 저 형도 말만 그렇게 할지 생각이 좀 깊은 형이라.
현진이 빡빡이. 빡빡이.
Baldy, what? Oh, all right. So we got funny man Hyunjin. And no, we got Lee Know. Lee Know is gonna be funny guy, huh? Lee Know kind of looks like he's really put together too. He looks like he really kind of focuses on fashion. I know I spoke.
빡빡이.
I know I talked about Hyunjin being focused on like his like facial features and like highlighting those things, but it seems like Lee Know really takes accountability, or not accountability, takes an interest in not poetry. Why is that the word that comes in my brain? Sorry, I'm shooting this kind of later at night, so my brain's not really on point. Fashion. My goodness. All right, let's continue on. Baldy's crazy.
빡빡이.
우와, 뭐 되게 거창해졌다, 투기처럼.
뭐가 많아졌지 뭐야.
야, 이거 붓기 빼고 계시나 봐요.
맞아요.
그냥 그대로 붙이고 하시는 거예요?
어제 날씨가 너무 좋은 거야. PT가 내가 3시였어. 아 그러면 한 1시 40분쯤부터 PT 거기 걸어가면 되겠다. 근데 가는 내내 갑자기 햇빛이 엄청 세지더니 땡볕이 된 거야. 쓰러지는 줄 알았죠. 걸어가다가.
그걸 왜 걸어가?
날씨가 좋았었어.
와, 내 형이랑은 진짜 우리 진짜 어디 많이 다녔어, 둘이서.
다 멤버들은 면허 따고 나면 거의 다 나한테 거의 연수 받지 않았어?
일단 내가 첫 번째였으니까. 근데 재밌었는데.
낭만이 있었지. 처음엔 내가 너 옆에서 타다가 합격 하면서 이제 같이 이제 드라이브 다녔을 때.
형 처음엔 내 옆에 타지도 않았어. 내 뒤에 탔지.
맞다.
옆에 사이드 2개 다 보겠다고.
그 밤에 그거 기억나냐? 별 보러 가자고. 그 터널 갔다가 잘못 찍고 가가지고 무슨 터널 이렇게 딱 나오면은 풍경이 되게 막. 우리 맨날 밤마다 라면 먹었잖아 우리.
그 북악 거기.
그래서 아쉽다고 막 한강 갔다 갈래 막 이러고.
근데 그게 한 5년 됐나?
그 북악 무서운 썰 내가 너랑 갈 때 그거였지.
맞아. 그때.
So it's interesting because initially they both Hyunjin admitted that they both had fiery personalities, and now they seem like they're very easing into it. But it's funny that they're bringing up stories where like accidents happen. It's like they're very focused on the funny components, the like kind of goofy times that they went through, or like mistakes that they made, and just just recognizing that they went through it together. This can very much be like an identification or reflection of past experiences where it's connecting. It's something that went wrong, but it drove us closer together. It seems like that's what they're kind of doing, and they keep just building off of that. They keep talking about different things that was important to them, things that they experienced, and just things that feel comfortable. They are sitting closer than I think the other two. So it's interesting, but there seems to be like a minimal like behavior, not a minimal, but not a behavioral, but it seems like they need a little time to ease into each other, and that makes sense with having had fiery personalities and now just kind of going with the flow. But there may be some like unrequited or unresolved interaction between them. I don't know. Again, I'm not saying it's like it's not like very apparent. It's just interesting. They both have pillows over their lap. They're close to one another physically, but their body language is kind of away. Lee Know's a little bit more open towards Hyunjin, but Hyunjin's a little bit away. I'm wondering how that will change as time goes on.
그 부각 무서운 썰 내가 너랑 갈 때 그거였지?
맞아. 그때 무서운 썰이 아니라 그거 실제로 있었던
실제로
썰이잖아.
실제 썰. 부각 가기 직전에 이렇게 고속도로 같은 데 나와가지고
맞아.
새벽 1시인가 막 그랬을 텐데 환자복 같이 생긴 그런 옷 입은 나이 많으신 영감님이 갑자기 달려오셔가지고 차를 막더니 돈 좀 달라고. 죄송해요, 제가 카드를 써가지고 현금이 없어요, 죄송해요 하고서 창문을 딱 올리니까 또 갑자기 똑똑똑.
진짜 무서워.
돈 좀 줘 이러시길래 진짜 죄송해요 돈이 없어가지고. 무서웠지 그때. 부각에서 우리 불구나무 서고 사진 찍었을 때 있죠.
맞아.
점프하고 막 그러면서.
거기 남산타워야.
맞네 남산이다.
거기 남산타워. 근데 그때 재밌었어.
우리 돈 먹힌 거 기억나지?
부각에서. 그래서 항상 찍었잖아.
김포에서도 찍고
저기 서해 가서도 찍고. 우리 서해 가가지고 그 뻘이잖아. 거기
맞아.
밤에 가가지고.
그치 그거.
지게 놓고 막. 우리 약간 그때 뭔가 이렇게 뭐에 홀려 있었나?
Are these the knuckleheads of the group? Because they're talking a lot of like crazy stories at nighttime. Are these like the go-getters, outgoers, like party-goers are just like the knuckleheads? Because it seems like they're always finding themselves in some interesting experiences. I'm picking up on that, and it's just they're always, I don't know. These are the knuckleheads. Comment down below if these are the individuals from the Stray Kids that are a little bit more rowdy, let's say. That's the vibe I'm kind of getting right now.
그때 면허 딴지 얼마 안 돼가지고 우리 둘 다 신나.
맨날 뭐 이렇게 밤만 되면 항상 같이 나갔다가 같이 형 방 들어가지고 야식 먹고.
맞아.
자고 막.
내 방에 있었어 항상. 넌 내 방에서 살았어. 그 좁아 죽겠는데 거기.
형 한창 또 요리 엄청 하던 시절이잖아.
진짜 많이 먹었지. 많이 먹었지래. 많이 했지.
그때 한창 형 방에 막 책이 진짜 많았었는데.
맞아 책 많았지. 요리책.
맞아.
시집.
옛날에 8명 다 같이 살았을 때 그때는 야식 잘 못 먹게 했었잖아.
맞아.
그 침대에다가 커튼 달아가지고.
맞아. 커튼 달아서 침대 안에서 먹고 막.
베란다로 형 환기시키고.
내 침대 자리가 진짜 꿀이긴 했어.
맞아.
문 살짝 열어가지고 냄새 빼면서 음식 냄새 빼고 막.
생각해보면 더 재밌었어. 그때 형이랑 나랑 룸메였을 때 책상에 딱 앉아서 이렇게 갑자기 하다가 부아 울고 나 잠깐 바람 쐬고 걔는 형이 이제 막 어디로 바람 쐴지 막 추천해줘가지고 거기 딱 가가지고 이렇게 딱 등산하면서 그 야밤에 이렇게 딱 이렇게 보다가 내가 너무 안 들어오니까 전화해가지고 들어오라고 이제. 알았어.
들어와야지. 근데 그때 밤에 나가는 것도 원래 안 되는 거잖아 우리.
몰래 나갔지.
별의별 방법으로 나갔어 우리는. 드라이기 갑자기 뭐 머리 말리고.
그 현관 바로 앞에 있는 그 물 틀어놓고. 야 지금.
So I think they just confirmed that these two are the knuckleheads sneaking out, being a little delinquents. I say that in a joking manner. I'm not placing judgment. I've done that in my past as well. But it's just funny because that was kind of the vibe I was getting, that they're just a little bit more outgoing, a little bit more rowdy, a little bit more willing to push the limit or push the rules. But it does seem like there is a connection. It might not be so much an emotional connection, but a recognition that maybe someone's going through a difficult time. And instead of offering to be with them, it's like offering an environment that might help them in the situation. It's like it can be more intimate than like going along with them or trying to be with them through their difficult times, recognizing that it can be more intimate, like, hey, I know you seem like you're going through this. This would be a really good place for you. I think you'd really enjoy it, because you'd really have to know that person in order to recommend that. So that's kind of beautiful in their relationship. It's very interesting. I've been noticing some different dynamics in this relationship that I haven't noticed really prior.
지금이야.
하면 소리 지르고 괜히.
TV 소리 일부러 크게 틀고. 좀 별나게 살았어.
진짜 별거 아닌 걸로도 막 낄낄거리고 막.
근데 이제 우리가 지금은 진짜 난 누구보다 진지한 대화를 하는 것 같아. 우리 팀에 대한 뭔가 미래. 우리 그때 한창 막 일본에서 얘기했을 때도 막 요즘 춤은 어떻고 저렇고 막
맞아,
그런 얘기도
맞아.
했었고. 나는 어쨌든 형한테 고민 되게 많이 물어보잖아. 그럼 형은 약간 형반의 스타일이 있어. 뭔가 해결을 해주려고 하는 것 같진 않은데
맞아.
형 이야기를 딱 해줘. 그럼 이제 이렇게도 세상을 볼 수가 있구나. 형이 뭔가 세상을 좀 남들보다 좀 다르게 보는 것 같거든. 신기한 사람이야. 근데 형 얘기를 듣고 내가 거기에 몰입을 하면 그냥 아무 생각 없어져. 잡생각이 없어져. 그냥. 그리고 내 고민을 형도 똑같이 하고 있는 경우가 많았어.
맞아. 나는 해결을 할 수 없다 생각해, 남이. 고민이 있으면 고민이 있는 사람이 해결해야 된다고 생각을 하는데 도와줄 수 있는 만큼 도와주는 게 좋지. 근데 이게 어느 순간 보니까 간섭이 되고 애초에 나는 사전에 나는 그랬다. 너는 네가 결정해.
뭔가 솔루션을 일부러 주지 않아. 뭔가 나처럼 살아 이런 게 없어. 그냥 난 이랬어. 뭐 이게 도움이 되면 좋겠다. 뭐 이런 느낌? 간간히 얘기를 좀 하다 보면.
See, they're talking about a really key component when it comes to support, silence, and solutions. So they are talking about the different ways of supporting one another, the 3 S's. I love these. I talk about these all the time in my profession, with people I work with, my colleagues, my clients, everybody. It's wonderful because it's just a way of communication. When you're going to with somebody or you're talking to somebody and you're looking for support, you're looking for one of the 3 S's. You're either looking for silence, just to be kind of heard and somebody to sit with you. You're looking for support, as in the sense of emotional regulation or identification. Yeah, that really does suck. I'm sorry you're going through that right now. Just recognizing that you're going through something. Or solution. Hey, I have this. Theirs is kind of a blend of solution and support. They're recognizing like, hey, this is what I've done, but I don't want to tell you how to live your life. It's still like recognizing one's autonomy. Now, solutions, those 3 S's can be very difficult to manage because everybody wants different ones at different times. But the more you learn to know somebody and learn people's ins and outs, you'll learn that people typically decide and lean more towards one of those S's. But again, it's not always going to be a clear cut. Sometimes people are going to want silence when they get support. Sometimes they're going to want solutions when they need silence. You're going to make mistakes, but that's where open communication comes up when it comes to supporting one another and what they really need. Hell, I've even asked clients that I've worked with, what do you need from me right now out of the 3 S's? Like, what do you need from me right now that's going to make this situation better? Because I think you're going through a really hard time, and I don't want to give you a solution. I mean, I won't give a solution. I'm not giving advice as a therapist, but solution as in like activities or something. I don't want to give you solutions if you're looking for support right now or if you're looking for silence right now. It kind of defeats the point. Usually I have a good idea if it's silence, but again, I'm not perfect. I still make mistakes too, even as a therapist trained in this specifically. So, so that's what they're kind of talking about, which is a cool blend. But they're also recognizing that Lee Know gives a interesting perspective and allows Hyunjin to see it differently, which is great. Having people that help you expand your perspective is amazing people to have in your life. All right, let's continue on.
형도 막 가끔 얘기를 하잖아.
맞아.
그럼 나는 그냥 들어주고 있는 것 같아. 듣고 나도 그거 고민이었어. 형도 그래? 형은 나만 그렇게 생각한 게 아니구나. 뭐 이런 얘기를 많이 하는 거야.
해결소보다는 그냥 서로 얘기하고.
리노 형은 자기 이야기를 좀 담백하게 잘 풀어내는 성격인 것 같고, 그러다 보니까 그냥 그런 얘기 듣기만 해도 좀 제 잡생각이 좀 날아가는, 그래서 리노 형이랑 좀 단둘이 있는 시간들을 좀 더 좋아하는 것 같기도 하고, 그 내 고민들을 해결해주는 그런 것보다는 그냥 같이 있으면 안정돼요.
굳이 고민해봐야 지금 될 수 있는 건 없거든요. 뭐 그렇게 따졌을 때 지금 이렇게 고민해서 머리 아플 바에 알바인가 하고 그냥 고민의 한기를 좀 시켜줄 수 있는 사람. 내가 힘들 때.
So Lee Know is our anxiety-free king. Got it. Checked it, stamped. He's not wrong though. That is a very, very good perspective to have. That can be something that can be helpful for individuals struggling with anxiety, and sometimes that can be even more triggering. Realistically though, at the end of the day, it is understandable that if I always kind of reflect on it a very similar way, is if inaction is still action, right? So if I'm deciding to not do anything, then that's still an action I'm deciding to partake in. If I am choosing to worry what weight or power does that worry have? Is the worry going to help me or push me to take control or do something that's going to help benefit my situation? If not, if it's not going to push me to do something, worrying is basically useless. Worrying is quite literally just pushing us to feel high levels and do these different things. Typically, it's a response to a past experience. It can be with, again, lack of control, misunderstanding of what's to come. The unknown is very terrifying, but I very much see it very similar as Lee Know does. That if it's not beneficial to you, working through that can be giving you the power back to utilize that energy for something more helpful. Because, again, if it's not helping you change your situation or work towards something or inspire you to regulate, what is worrying really doing for you? That's kind of seeing what he was at. But I utilize that a lot.
좀 번아웃 오고 그랬을 때지 사실.
그지?
사실 우리가 느끼기에 뭐 어떻게 크게 달라지는 게 없잖아. 맨날 똑같은 거 하고 있고 뭐 하고 그러다 보니까 이제 그때 번아웃 올 때 이제 너나 이제 멤버들이 한마디 해주면 이제 그게 또 힘이 되고. 아 사실 근데 뭐라 해야 되지? 애들이 뭔가 아무것도 안 한다. 근데 그게 더 힘이 된다. 지금 나만 여기서 지쳐 있구나. 오케이. 나아질 거 뭐 하고 같이 이렇게 다시 갈 수 있는 그게 생기는 거지. 원동력이.
멤버들 특성이 와 힘들어 막 이런 게 아니라 그냥 다 기다려줘. 그 시간을.
사실 우리는 서로의 밑바닥을 많이.
Yes. They give this time and space. They meet each other where they're at. That is so awesome. That is so cool. He said it without really saying it. We meet each other where we're at. It's like we give them time to figure it out. We're not going to be like, oh, what can I do? What can I do? How can I help? That can be overwhelming for the individual that's going through something. It's purely intended, but the response can be more not as impactful as the intention is going for. Intention is great, but you have to recognize outcomes as well and consequences that come along with that intention. I can have the best intention in the world, but if something still goes wrong, I can't just hide behind my intentions behind it. I have to recognize that I made a decision and an outcomes that happened. So it's beautiful that they are able to recognize that and meet each other where they're at. Amazing.
봤기 때문에.
그치. 난 진짜 그래서 아까도 잠깐 얘기했지만 내 인생에서 가장 고마운 사람 중에 하나가 형인 게 내가 가장 밑바닥일 때 가장 손을 많이 내밀어 준 게 형이었던 것 같아. 그냥 진짜 약간 진심을 다해서 뭔가 나를 도와주려고 하는 느낌? 그래서 그때는 의지 진짜 많이 했지. 다 형한테 물어보고 뭐 여기는 어디가 좋고
다 가봤더라.
형이 알려준 데 다 가봤어. 막 형이 이거 먹어보라고 저거 먹어보라고. 밥 먹어! 밥도 해줘. 이런 깨워서 막 아침도 챙겨줘. 막 야식도 같이 먹어줘.
근데 그때는
Wow. So it seems like Hyunjin, when going through maybe a depressive component and being burned out and doing a lot of these things, Lee Know really stepped up and was such a supportive friend, and is in the little acts that he was kind of doing. He cooked. Cooking can seem like a small act, but if you think about it, down to our basic needs. We need food to survive. Lee Know basically helped Hyunjin survive. We need food, and cooking can be one of the most therapeutic components, especially if you're cooking for others too, because that promotes sociability. It promotes other being able to live and have the energy to interact and connect, and that can be so powerful and so impactful. It's amazing to see, because I utilize that in my therapy sessions as well. I will cook with clients to some degree, because it can be just so beneficial, because you're providing. It can feel reflective. Now, I'm not doing this with all of them, especially ones with people-pleasing tendencies, but the current job that I have now allows for that non-traditional style of therapy that allows me to cook with some individuals I work with. but again, it promotes the ability to provide for others and promotes that connectivity through feast, which is something that our ancestors have done long time ago. So it's just really highlights that key factor of connection as well as providing and helping others survive. So it really hits that deep core thing. Even if you're thinking of Maslow's hierarchy of needs, first one's food, water, and shelter. So, yeah, hits that right on the nail.
좀 같이 방도 쓰고 있고 했으니까 그동안 평소 같이 이렇게 먹고 놀고 하던 그런 게 있으니까 조금 더 남들보다 조금 더 신경을 썼던 것 같은데 현진이 기억에 좀 왜곡돼서 많이 저에 대해 미화를 시킨 것 같아요. 근데 저한테 항상 고맙다고 말하긴 하더라고요. 그거에 대해서 그때 일단 옆에 있어주는 것만으로 위로가 되길 바라는 마음으로 있었죠. 저는 뭐 어디 바람 쐬고 싶다 그러면 바람이 많이 부는 곳, 가봤던 곳 중에 좀 괜찮은 곳 좀 추천해가지고 갔다 오게 하고.
형은 약간 그 설레는 포인트가 있어. 그 절대 안 해줄 것 같은 것들을 꼭 해주고 당연히 해줘야 될 것들을 당연히.
So the reason I stopped it here, and I'm hoping eventually, it seems like Hyunjin's being very vulnerable. This is just a form of look at the body language here. The body language here is he's being very vulnerable. He's bent over, controlling, connecting, and blocking his vital organs. So there's a vulnerability. There's an uncomfortability here. Struggling to look in Lee Know's eyes. Lee Know is trying to connect with him, but he also can kind of recognize it as well. I think he has this pillow up still to recognize, like, hey, you're safe. There's something between us in a way. But I want you to know that I'm also hearing you as well. So it does seem Lee Know seems to be more in tune. And it seems like he's recognizing that Hyunjin's about to get kind of deep right here. Great body language. I mean, it doesn't surprise me with how well with everybody knows each other and how they interact and meeting each other where they're at. It's beautiful, beautiful sentiment, but yeah, it's kind of like what I'm getting at. He might peak a few times, but I don't know if he'll look right now because of how deep I think he's about to get.
안 해.
See?
이게 밀당이 아닐까 싶어. 아니 형으로서 뭔가 당연히 날 요구할 수 있는 게 있잖아. 그런 것들은 절대 안 해주고.
뭐 형 500만 원만 붙여줘 이런 거.
아 그런 거 아니야. 예를 들어서 이거를 형이 해준다고 하는 것들 보면 다 형이야. 그러니까 난 형이 지금 3명이잖아. 찬이 형, 창빈이 형. 창빈이 형은 약간 안 해주는 형.
다 해주지 않나 걔는?
다 해주는데 약간 귀찮은 거 절대 안 해.
그렇지.
그리고 찬이 형은 다 해주는 형. 그냥 부탁하면 다 해줘.
맞아.
해줄 거 안 해주고 해주지 않아도 되는 건데 해서 설레게 만드는 그런 포인트가 있는 거야.
뭔 소린지 알 것 같아.
뭔가 되게 독특해. 근데 나는 그래서 뭔가 형이 좀 이렇게 비춰지는 게 약간 좀 약간 가볍잖아.
그렇지.
약간 막 이렇게 아무 생각 없이 살아가는 그런 사람 같잖아. 그래서 형이랑 그 진지한 대화하면 재밌어. 이런 생각을 하고 있었구나. 이러면서 우와.
아무래도 깊이가 있는 38입니다. 아니 38. 이야 28입니다.
생각보다 진짜 형. 장난기도 많고 좀 어린 느낌이 나긴 하지만 그건 진짜 다 가짜고 그 안에 진짜가 있는 것 같은 느낌? 같이 막 시덥잖아 얘기할 때는 막 왜 이래? 막 이렇게 하다가도 돌이켜보면 와, 이 형 진짜 속 깊은 형.
약간 그런 거 있다. 내가 빡빡이 하면 와가지고 머리 갖다 대주는 거야.
머리 만지는 거 좋아.
남들이
So back to the behavior part, they are able to make eye contact when they're joking. When they're joking, it really seems like they're able to connect, and that's kind of like where they're able to look at each other. So it's like, all right, I might be sharing something that's vulnerable. I'm not going to look at you in the eyes, but so I'm going to avoid that because I'm a little uncomfortable with that, which is completely understandable. It's a very normal thing. Sometimes I even do that. Yeah, so it's just, again, and then utilizing humor can be a sign of like a own depression, or there's like that saying that like depressed people smile the brightest because they know what it feels like to be in the deepest, darkest components or deepest, darkest thoughts. So I'm wondering if Lee Know struggles with some of his own things, and he just tries to keep it light and airy because he's trying to help support in his own way, and that's what he feels comfortable with.
스트레이키즈라는 그룹을 봤을 때 되게 다 싸납게 생겼잖아. 너 뭐 이렇게 머리 갖다 주고 그러는 거 보면 성격상으로도 뭔가 가끔 귀여운 그게 있어.
근데 형이 요새 날 좀 더 귀여워하는 것 같아. 옛날엔
아니야.
이렇게까지 안 귀여워했어.
항상 귀여워했어.
그래?
왜 눈치 보셨지?
어? 리노 형은 동생들을 진짜 아끼는 것 같아. 형이 그 댄스 생활했을 때 막내였잖아요. 그래서 뭔가 그 동생들을 좀 더 잘 챙겨주려고 하는 거.
Also, just highlighting the positive masculinity, being able to call your male counterpart cute, amazing, and just be comfortable in that. They're comfortable within their own sexuality, so they have no problem saying that. And it's just again adorable. It's just again just the cultural component is interesting because it allows for that. There's a lot more affection in the collectivistic culture.
진짜 부탁하는 거 다 들어줘요. 그렇게 안 생겨가지고.
나는 멤버들 중에 뭔가 가장 욕심이 많은 건 너라고 생각하거든. 그냥 되게 좋은 쪽으로. 그런 너가 뭐 내 주변이나 우리 팀에 이렇게 있으니까 그것 때문에라도 자극을 받아서 뭐라도 우리도 하게 되는 불씨 같은 느낌인 거지.
진짜 형도 똑같아. 만약에 형이 그냥 그 순간만을 뭔가 바라보는 사람이었으면 이렇게까지 의지하진 않았을 것 같은데 형도 욕심이 있어. 그게 은은하게 있어.
나는 약간 그런 건 것 같아. 으악이보다는 아자 갈게. 요즘에 보컬 쪽에 좀 관심이 생긴 것 같아가지고 노래라기보다 이제 소리 내는 거에 대해서 좀 이제 연구를 하고 싶어하는 것 같아가지고 참 기특해요 보면.
아, 형이 많이 도와주고 있지.
예를 뭐 그런 거 있잖아. 목소리를 되게 잘 쓰는 사람들, 되게 맛깔나게 쓰는 사람들 보면 나도 그런 게 너무 부럽긴 하더라고.
그러니까 형이 엄청 늘었잖아 보컬 쪽으로. 그래서 그거 보고 와 나도 해보고 싶다. 이렇게 되는 것 같아. 데뷔 초 때만 해도 막 그렇게 막 서로 막 잘난 게 없었잖아.
맞아.
똥강아지 같은
떼묻은 감자들.
떼묻은 감자들 8명이서
떼굴떼굴
Grimy
그랬었다가 이제
potatoes.
한 명 한 명씩 뭔가 좀 각자 길을 좀 잘 찾고 성장한 그런 것들이 다 보이니까 우린 진짜 서로 그런 자극을 많이 받게 되는 것 같아. 나 이거 요새는 형한테 진짜 자극 많이 받아. 그 되게 자신이 있어졌어 형이. 그러니까 인생에 좀 형이 좀 평탄함을 좀 찾은 느낌?
여유가 많이 생겼지 지금.
그게 진짜 부러웠어. 멋있고. 근데 형 보면 이렇게 하면서 할 건 다 해. 그래서 와, 나도 저렇게 인생을 좀 살아봐야겠구나.
스컬해 재밌어.
스컬해.
그래서 가끔 도파민 하나씩 터지는 거 해주면 또 더 재밌고.
그렇지.
사실 요즘에 눈에 띄게 성장하고 있다라고는 생각하진 않아요 저는. 차츰차츰 뭔가를 계속 좀 쌓아놓고 있는 것뿐이지 진짜 막 계단 오르기식으로 막 이렇게 올라가고 있다고 생각은 하진 않아요. 그렇게 오른다면 너무 좋은 일이겠지만 근데 그 와중에도 분명히 한 번씩 번아웃이 올 거고 근데 그럴 때 이제 아까
So I like that he's highlighting that he feels as though he's building slowly. You know, that's a good reflection. I was worried that he was gonna kind of identify like he's not building at all, because that's just not the truth. He wouldn't be so passionate about something, but he's recognizing that he burns out too. You know, being able to admit that's really difficult, especially in such a high stakes like a situation that they're in. Like that's got to be really difficult to admit to. So the fact that he's able to admit to that and really be open and honest, amazing for Lee Know. But it's super important that he's taking care of himself, and it seems like he's really the type to. But also recognizing like he is making progress here and there, like nothing significant, and it doesn't always have to be progress. You know, your progression isn't a direct result in your value or worth. You know, you're worth something just if you just want to maintain for a little bit. You know, it's great to always strive and grow in areas for sure, but sometimes you just need to maintain as well, and that's perfectly fine. You know, give yourself the time and space to need to do what you need to do. But then again, yeah, get back on track whenever you're in a good space to feel like you can build off of.
말한 것처럼 현진이의 열정이나 이런 걸 보고 저도 좀 자극을 받아서 다시 열심히 불을 지필 수 있는 그런 계기가 되는 거고.
리노 형은 되게 평화로운 사람이거든요. 평화로운 사람인데 욕심이 없지도 않아요. 그러니까 리노 형 성격 자체가 뭔가 이렇게 좀 적극적으로 나서는 성격은 아닌데 뒤에서 항상 저희를 이렇게 딱 받쳐주고 있는 그런 기분이 들고 리노 형 열정이 참 좋아요. 저는 은은하고 담백하게 자기 해야 할 것들을 똑똑히 해내는 그런 점들이 참 본받아야 될 부분이라고 생각하고요. 형 성격이 참 좋아.
성격.
그 뭔가 좀 그냥 그 잔잔한 성격. 욕심이 있을 때 욕심 딱 부리고 열정 있을 때 딱 열정 있고
쓸 때 쓰고 안 쓸 때 안 쓰는 딱 그 절제력.
절제력. 난 그게 옛날에는 그냥 형이 막 흘러가는 대로 사는 걸 보면서 그냥 다르구나를 느꼈었거든. 근데 지금은 되게 어른스럽게 느껴져. 그러니까 세상에 풍파를 겪어볼 걸 다 겪어본 약간 노장 같은 느낌?
노장이라뇨. 내 이름을 노로 잘못 지어가지고 그래.
리노장 같은 느낌? 나는 그냥 배우고 싶은 욕심은 있지만
근데 이거 같이 하면 하잖아.
하면 하지.
하면 해.
하면 하지. 형이 뭔가 그 꾸준함이 참 좋아. 그러니까 형이 그 컵케이크스에서도
아,
버티고 댄서에서도 버티고 그러고 나서 스트레이키즈를 데뷔했는데도 그 풍파를 다 겪고 다시 이렇게 버티고 있잖아.
야, 진짜 분파였긴 했다.
형 인생 진짜 다채로워.
꽤나 다채롭긴 하고.
진짜 다채로워.
야.
진짜 그럼
셀카 한 장 찍을까?
좋지요. 하나 둘 셋. 됐어.
예.
안녕.
안녕.
현진아, 안녕 나야. 운전이 많이 늘었어. 우리 곧 컴백인데 힘내보자.
Adorable.
히어 리노. 안녕 리노야, 잘 지내지? 겉으로 보기엔 무뚝뚝하고 정없는 형이지만 형같이 따뜻한 사람 많이 없다는 걸 세월이 가면 갈수록 느낀다.
Oh, wow.
앞으로도 오래오래 술 한잔하자. 바이.
Bye. Oh, adorable as well. Beautiful sentiment. That wraps up episode 3 of the Two Kids Room, Lee Know and Hyunjin. A great, you really felt their connection. It was a very underlying, deep connection that maybe not apparent on the outside, but that's what makes it even more meaningful on to them, which I think is a beautiful sentiment. There's a lot of deep connection there you can see, but you may not see it through body language and different things. It's more meaning to them, and I think that's what makes it more intimate between them too. But yeah, that wraps it up. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you drop a like on this video. It helps the channel grow. Make sure you subscribe too. Absolutely. Drop a comment down below too, because it helps the channel just kind of push the algorithm. So even if you just don't have any questions or information, just drop an emoji or something. That helps grow the channel. I want to thank you all for subscribing, get me to 4,000 subscribers. But if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Let's keep it running up. Now we just moved to 5,000. Let's keep it going. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll catch you next video. See you then.